The St Sports Festival celebrates its 40th year in 2024. The college theme for this festival is One for All for One, a celebration of the individual, the team, and the joy of participants doing what they love best. St Sports Fest is the largest school sports festival of its kind in South Africa, featuring participants on campus fields, courts, and astros. It started as a rugby festival in 1984. At that time, schools like Saints had enrolled a number of black boys, which was not welcomed by some, probably many, due to the socio-political climate of the country. These black learners weren't eligible for provincial selection, and schools with black players weren't allowed to enter league competitions. The Brains Trust at that time decided to use the festival to let the black players shine on a bigger stage. The festival also raised the profile of the school by inviting the best schools and players to the Saints campus, with spectators cheering them on. The first installment featured schools such as Alexandra High, Bishops, Kes, and St Andrews. The 2024 edition of the St Sports Festival, as per tradition, runs over the Easter weekend. The college festival attracts over 1,100 participants from 80 teams representing more than 85 schools. Sporting codes include football, hockey, netball, rugby, squash, and tennis, with a fun run on Family Day, Easter Monday.
Morning, Ryan. Morning, Tech. You just come in here, don't be.
Look,
Mayors came in, he greets us.
you're gonna try once in a while.
No, it's been good. I think boys have worked hard. They worked hard to get into the side. So they must just play. They must enjoy it.
Expectations?
I think they must do their best, and their best will be good enough. I think we trust our boys. We've worked. This is our second year. I mean, I think their best is enough to.
That's the message to them. They play to their potential, win will come. And that's the best outcome, is getting them to play to their potential. And we'll end up with our win.
And how is the school admin and drama? Because this is a lot. The field is packed with this.
It never ends. It's part of we understand.
We manage each other. So I get all grumpy and cross, and then he calms me down. And then he gets grumpy and I calm him down. And then we manage each other. And then the guys in the background there's other coaches and MIC, Walter and Amo, and them have just been brilliant, taking stuff off our shoulders so we can focus on coaching. So it hasn't actually been that bad this year. I think
no, it's actually good. I'm less stressed. I think our parents, they understand what we're going through, so they give us space to.
And the parents working in the background, doing all sorts, doing our social media, lifting scholarship boys around to Parktown, because that's going on in the background.
Packing up bags.
Packing bags
so,
for us.
They've been
they've been amazing.
Because there's 3 festivals on today.
We have got two. So we've got our under 14s at Parktown, and then we've got us here. As far as actual rugby festivals, there's Cares and St John's.
So there's 3 in Joburg and one in
Curzon,
Just finished strapping my ankles, now I'm strapping behind my knee. Because the other day, it's just tough, so I think I like stretch behind the knee. So I'm going to just strap there so I don't have any issues, and also behind my knee, and storms or anything. So,
You struggled with injuries before?
No. Well, I'd say just one injury last year, it was my ankle. But it was like, I'd say it's my bad luck. It wasn't because I was not conditioned enough or anything. It just happened.
Does this game come naturally to you?
Again.
Right. You seem very calm, very confident.
I mean, how I push the game nowadays. whether the team is big or small, whether it's skillful. I mean, I always just tell myself, it's just another day of rugby. It's just go do it and come back.
Okay.
There we go. Tell me how it feels. That feels okay, so good.
100%.
Oh, that's 100%.
Yeah, who's next? So 4 tries last week. Or you said 3 plus.
3, then like, I don't know if it's my try, but then it was from a penalty try. I had to score, like I had the ball. Okay, it's not noted down, but then because we were given a penalty try.
So who they all agree to try to? Is it a team try or does it go just specific person?
I think it's a team try.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what are you looking forward to most about the festival?
Yes. To be honest, just to have fun, you know. Yeah.
Okay. Is it your last year?
This is my last year.
And then?
Hopefully, varsity.
Take it away from them. I'd rather get a 10 meter march 10 meters than let them quick tap. So this tempo, guys, we got to manage. All right. Okay, Joshy, Chris, has a lot to do with you. Okay, manage that tempo. Okay. Let's go and put them to the sword. From that first kickoff, Jono and Tash are going to take it, and we're just going to rumble, 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 rumble. Okay, it's ours either way. Happy days, eh? Okay. Minute or two to yourself. Then hit a little bit. Going to come get a jersey handout in a minute, but just think about your job. Just what you're going to do to make these things happen here. Okay. Take 2 minutes to yourself. Just think about which part you're going to do to make those things happen. Okay? And then we're going to chat and then jerseys and we're going to go down.
Come. Good job, eh? And you fly off, eh?
Okay, obviously our guest speaker from last night doesn't need much of an introduction. John Dobson, head of the Stormers, kind of knows what he's doing. So maybe have a listen to him. Alright, he's going to have some wise words for you guys. So he'll come in and have a little chat. And there he is, the man himself. Welcome.
This feels more comfortable than last night. Sorry, it was a bit boring, but I just wanted you guys to appreciate what you're part of. And obviously, being a host school is a bit different. I'm much more comfortable in a change room. Listen, it's an honour to Charlie and the team to thank for having me. St Stithians and this festival is something that's been part of my life for a long time. I think what I want to say to you guys, I know who you're playing today. I actually watched them last week. Where they were probably unlucky to lose the game against Bishops. But and I don't know much about St Stithians. What I will tell you about you is that you're probably not going to go unbeaten this season. Nobody does. That doesn't exist. Not in the URC, not in the Springboks didn't win every game in the World Cup. No, that doesn't exist. I don't know. I wouldn't know enough about St Stithians to know when they last went unbeaten, but it doesn't happen much in rugby. But what's really important over a really short season, it's a different season up here than it is in Cape Town. What's really important over a short season is that you emerge from the season with your dignity, I'll come back to that now, your dignity and your pride feeling better about yourself. So I say there probably is going to be a game or two that you lose. That's just part of the thing. Part of this, what's going to happen this season. But if you can literally, when you put your boots down in July, whenever that game is, that last game against Wales, feel to yourself that I'm a better player and a better person than I was in March when we started, you'll feel lekker about yourself. And you want you want pride in St Stithians rugby. Because that's how it serves everybody. The old boys St Cheapers, I went to go watch St Stithians. How they fought, how they were good, how they got off the ground. Nobody minds that. Everybody's happy with that. That you feel lekker. When you sit down at the end of, there's a lot of cliched stuff in rugby about the man in the mirror and look at, but it's absolutely true. You sit down here after this game and you know, Jesus, I put everything into that. I put absolutely everything into it. You feel a sense of self-worth and self-pride. I know there's some lady near my house who sells a big issue, and I watch the other cars and they pull up to her, and she's there from 6 in the morning to 6 at night. She comes from the old Transcar. As other cars, they pull up and they go about 20 centimeters further, so they don't have to look at her. But she's got dignity. She works 12 hours a day, 7 days a week, and she's got dignity and pride. And that's the thing, there's nothing more important than your pride and your dignity. I'll get back onto the rugby technical stuff now, but that's what you have to do. Everybody involved in this team feels they're proud of you. You have to be proud of yourself, proud of the guys you play with. I'll tell you how you get it. It's easy for me to say that's what we have to be. What you have to do is just run. Just run. I'm sure you're going to play bigger teams than you this season. I don't know. You guys look big. I know you look bigger than St Andrews, but when I say just run, now I come from the Stormers, and we had 2 players a few years ago, Pt1 and Eben Etzebeth. Eben Etzebeth made 25 cleans a game. He stuffed people up, and it looked great on TV. The biceps were bulging, hit the guy on the shoulder, they pushed jerseys afterwards, Supersport replayed it, all this sort of stuff. Pt1 made 5 tackles a game, 5 cleans a game. Who was better? Pt1, by a mile. The reason why Pt1 was making 5 cleans a game is because he was there first. Because he was there first, we got lightning breakdown, we got quick ball, and we could play the rugby we wanted to play. Eben Etzebeth wanted to wait, look, see if a guy went and try and stuff him up. Pt1 just runs. He's world player of the last World Cup. He's man of the match in this thing. He just covers ground and he runs. So what I say to that, like on defence, they're going to say, okay, we're going to play against a bigger team or that. And we'll speak about it on Saturday before we play Ulster. Or next week we play against La Rochelle, the biggest rugby team in the world. And our guys will talk about physicality. Physicality comes out of us running. So what I mean by that is, if you're running, especially the forwards, and you fold in defence, and you can get off the line and make a double, you're the physical team. Physical is not about the size. I promise you, 3 kilos or 3 inches doesn't make a difference in a rugby collision. It's a guy who's there faster and in your face who's there first who wins the physicality battle. So understand that. We're on defence, that you fold and you get off the line and smash. That's where the physicality comes from. To get fast ball, because you guys want to play an attractive brand of rugby, you St Stithians, like all of our schools, want to play electric brand rugby. To get fast ball, you need guys over there looking after the guy in the contact, going over the ball first. Get there so fast, they don't want to put their heads in. They want to start folding. You've got as fast a ball as you want. Just all of it. You have to be bigger, stronger. You just have to sacrifice and run. And the third thing, when and if you do kick, put them under pressure by the kick chase. Let them exit onto you. So now, I know them. I saw them last week. I'm going to want to jaw. But if they've got 15 Saints guys, well, it won't be 53, we'll be back. 12 wall of 12 Saints guys in front of them who've run very fast. They'll exit shit here and give us a chance to counter-attack or transition play or take the line out from 20 yards out and play against them. If you just run and get off the ground, if you guys believe in the jersey that you're playing for and this magic school that you're playing for, hosting the most famous rugby festival in South, well, there's no reason to get off the ground there, not to get off the ground. Pop up like champagne corks and run. I promise you everything falls in a place like that. The physicality, set piece is easy. You're so trained to do that. You know exactly what to do with the line out, all that sort of stuff. But chaps, I promise you, when you go back into this change room now, and you feel better about yourself, and that becomes, it doesn't come out of some sick move like that. And can you tell me about any game that you've ever played, ever in your career, where you thought, jeepers, I managed it lekker, and I hit on the blindside guard for a while, but I got 2 lekker passes away. You don't feel good about yourself. Every rugby game, you've put absolutely, and when you walk back in here, absolutely everything in. And you've all done that. And we've done something special that the whole school feels proud about. The old boys feel proud about. Because deep down, those old boys and stuff like that, the style of rugby is lekker. See Saints is lekker. Come to the festival, have a few beers lekker. But to see Saints win and playing with a passion and a fury and an energy they haven't seen, that makes them very proud. So that's what you have to go and do today. So I'm looking forward to the game very much. Prepare well. I'll be at the end. Thanks very much.
Okay. Again. Running at 1. Jacobs at 2. Beast at 3. Ryan back at 4. Francois at 5. Rossi at 6. Cash at 7.
100 battles.
JC at 10 at 8. Number 1. Joshi at 9.
Chase them and see them lying down. Get them off the ground.
Anderson at 10, my general.
You have to chase them and you make them hang themselves.
First official debut. Well done, Louis. Tala's first game at 12. Cappy at 13. This man's playing his third festival. Hello. Okay, SJ at 15.
How are you doing now? How are you feeling? How's it going?
I'm fine now. I'm all good. Excited to play. My body's all good.
Yeah. Did you get bigger last time?
I think a little bit taller and I've been gymming a little bit.
Okay.
Maybe like 1 or 2 kilograms. Not immensely big, yeah.
How much do you weigh?
Only 92.
Only 92.
So yeah, I'm 92.
Or what's supposed to be the right size?
I don't know, I'm quite a tall guy. I'm going to be like a bit heavier.
How much is it?
95 plus.
So how do you prepare for games? How do you get yourself back in?
Oh, like there's 2 approaches to take it. Usually like I could be really switched on, listening to some pump up music and focus in the zone. Or I can just like be chill, laugh around with mates and stuff. I prefer the second option. That's what I've been doing. Like yeah, I'll try to keep my mind out of like the pressure and the intensity of it. More just like focus on the enjoyment of the game.
Yeah. And then how did you feel last year about the injury? Because it seemed a bit serious when we spoke to you.
Yeah, no, that was just quite something. Yeah, I've only played 2 rugby matches since that. I still need to gather my rhythm, still get my feet running, but yeah, no, that was quite something.
So how do you feel you played so far in the last 2 matches, Rand Parks and Benedict?
No, they weren't my games. Yeah, no, they weren't the greatest games.
Because every time we saw you off the field, you didn't look happy.
No, yeah, it wasn't the greatest. I mean, it's still the first 2 games I played as under 18, so I just like need to see how it's going, adjust a little bit, get 1 or 2 things right. But it will come soon, yeah.
What are expectations for yourself? Like, what kind of standards have you set?
In terms of the season or the games?
Season and game.
Just to play hard and like obviously do well and I have high expectations for myself. But I think sometimes I got a bit hard. But yeah, I just want to stay focused on the game and just know what I have to do in my role in the team. Just get the team winning some games.
And what is it?
Let's get up there, Tops.
Man, just link the forwards with the backs. Good in the lineouts, good at scrums, pick and goes. We do a lot of those, our team. All of that stuff, yeah. Make some hits.
Okay, so what are we doing for the
Open up number 1.
expectations?
I'm gonna have some heavy pick and goes at the back of the scrum.
Yeah.
Gonna run up some oats hopefully. Just keep the team calm with the hands. I often force the offload, which today I don't want to do.
Why?
I don't know. It's not good sometimes. Knock it on, lose the ball, all of that stuff.
So how do you feel that you guys played last year? From the sides, there's a lot of errors, unforced errors.
Played last year as in
last game.
Last game. No, it wasn't the greatest game.
Yeah.
I think it
But
was,
generally for the team.
no, I don't think it was a good game for the team.
Why was that? Because there was a big difference between that game and St. Stithians.
So a lot of handling errors. We won, but it wasn't our game. It still felt like a hard game. We didn't really stay to our structure. I think a lot of guys were just more focused on getting the ball and scoring a try. So we should have just rather focused on playing the phases and then doing the score.
So is that what the team felt? That maybe it's not such a stronger side, that we can do everything ourselves?
I think in their heads that's what they thought, which wasn't good. They should have just played it how every game is played. Carry on.
And what's the role now for this year? For this game. What does the coach say? What's the expectation?
St Andrews are a running team, so we're going to press them hard on the edge and in the middle. Obviously, shadow on the edge a little bit.
Your expectation for the festival?
Just to me, I think I've put a lot of pressure on myself in the first 2 games. It hasn't been too good for myself, so I just want to go and have fun and play my hardest. Yeah.
Up against St Andrews College from Mukanda down in the Eastern Cape. The festival, this goes back to the original festival back in 1984.
Normally, Saints plays 3 games over the Easter Festival. However, this year, the rugby games are down to 2. The first being on Thursday and the main fixture on Saturday. Now, I don't remember a time when Saints won all their games throughout the festival. In fact, it had been a while since they won their midweek game. This current team came into the festival having won 2 games in a row. Therefore, expectations were high. The pressure was on. Could they make it 3 out of 3?
Thanks, guys.
Same thing. You guys understand? Let's go. All right. You want this game? Yeah. Yogsmas want it. I can't do it for you. Charlie can't do it for you. He doesn't want it. Yes.
Alright, gents, I just want to say, remember what it's about training countless. Last 10 minutes, that's when we killed them. Let's stick to shape now. In the last 10 minutes, we have fun.
For sure, we go. We go. We play minute by minute. Minute by minute. We haven't thought about winning. Minute by minute. Do you understand, boys? Enjoy this. Enjoy. Okay.
Well, let's go, boys. Let's go.
Hold on.
Don't drop the intensity in our Oaks. This hasn't been a break. Keep it going. Keep it rolling, Oaks. Same thing as the exact first half, Oaks. Keep it going. Take it from the start of the game when we were all scared to play these Oaks. Keep that energy and let's go, Oaks. From the start of the game, it's no, boys. Come. Oaks, come.
No complacency. Don't get complacent. Keep fighting till the end. We have tomorrow to rest. Come on. Let's go.
Hey, JC, on me.
Quickly. Let's move. Run. Find it Gents, you're a bunch of beasts, okay? But your energy is here and it needs to be there. There's a massive crowd watching you. Lift it the second half. It's going to be 30 minutes and we're fitter than them. So now we can pick that tempo, okay? I'm not saying run stuff, but we can move and we can kick for touch, we can go. And when we hit, we're hitting well. When we play to our game plan, it's working. So stick to it and we're going to keep chipping away, just like that Python we've spoken about the last few weeks. Squeeze them out. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get it right. Let's get it right. 2-3. 2-3.
Let's go together.
Long time coming. We deserve this. Service is due. Service is due. Are these the British blokes? These are the British blokes.
Boys, how's that for the first game of Fest? Okay, firstly, thank you to St Andrews for the game. Good job, good man. And to all our parents and supporters, thank you. Gents, 2:15, we're all on the football stands, okay? Yeah. And lastly, thank you to you boys. You are amazing. Come on!
And gentlemen, please welcome onto the pitch for the first time here at the festival, Hoërskool Marapaljoen from Alberton here in Gauteng province. Up against Hartbury from Gloucestershire. Yoster in charge of this game, 30 minutes each way.
It's okay, it's all right, come together. You were sweet.
Give us champion now. Give us champion now. Give us champion now.
Scorer for Hartbury early on in this game against Marapaljoen.
They would have just got it for Gentlemen, I'm very quick. I cannot tell you how proud I am of every single one of you. Sticking to that game plan, that's what won us that game, eh? Do you trust us as coaches now, eh?
Yes, sir.
It works.
Yes, sir.
Well done, guys, but you guys trusted and you gave absolutely everything out there. I can't even pick a man of the match. There were so many oaks standing up out there. But it was nice to have Jono back, eh?
Yeah.
And Rossi, unbelievable. Okay, guys, what we're going to do is we're going to finish that together. We got to recover. We got a game on Saturday, so we're going to do stuff more professionally today. Paulie over here is going to take you guys for a bit of a recovery quickly. All right. Then we're going to go and shower. Then we're going to have a lekker ice bath.
Yes, boys.
Nice confidence.
Okay. Gentlemen, all done. Okay, it's done. Saturday. Enjoy it. All right, no big heads, remember? Okay, we do our talking on the field, right? It's Saturday in our main game. All right, boys, that's how we build. Okay, all done. All done.
Just from my side, obviously recovery is going to be quite important. So, gents, this is what I need. Within the next 2 hours, at least 1 liter of water. Okay, 1 liter of water. If you can get more in, get more in. All right. But like Coach Charlie says this, we're going to do it more professionally today. So we're going to have a cool down now, right? Just slow the heart rates down as a team, as a unit. Okay, boys, well done today, boys. So proud of each and every single one of you boys. Right, boys.
So much we keep on our spike, so
you can come in your socks.
Is that everyone's good? Pre-flips are coming across now to injury clinic now while we're recovering with Paulie. So all our injury stuff's done today, so we know where we're at. Okay, and then I'll message you about plans going forward tomorrow and the next day.
Alright.
Okay,
have you done jerseys?
Okay, boys, so warm up jerseys on and then let's get outside as quick as we can.
Guys, I've got some extra warm up jerseys here. Obviously, left one with me.
Yeah, it is.
Hello. You had all this time for this one. I've got some of these warm up jerseys.
Obviously, after the game, recovery is a very important part of training as well. So we always tend to think that training in the gym is what's making us strong. But we also need to make sure that we're preventing injuries at the end of the day. So it's all recovery based. So now, obviously, at the end of the game, their heart rates are up very high. So now we're looking at a way just to slow their heart rates down, and then we put them through their static stretches. From the static stretches, obviously, we let the boys sort of just slow their heart rates down, get them nice and flexible, keeping their flexibility. And then obviously we let them shower and then time to hit the ice baths. So,
what's the purpose of that?
So the ice baths, what that tends to do, number one, it's great if any of our players suffer from anxiety, so it actually helps minimize anxiety.
Okay.
But then at the end of the day, what we're doing now is obviously after the game, they've taken a lot of hits, they've been making a lot of tackles. So at the end of the day, we're minimizing soft tissue damage now, so that when it comes to the game on Saturday, we've got a good recovery system that we've got over here.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, it's just minimizing soft tissue damage. And then obviously, because we've got 2 games so close together, it's imperative that the boys actually focus on their recovery just as much as they focus on their gym training, their field training and everything.
And having a 2-day festival as opposed to 3 games, is that part of recovery or mitigating injury risk for the
100%. So obviously with the games so close together, I mean, we've pretty much got about 36 hours now to get ready for our next game. So I think at the end of the day, it's a lot more viable from an injury perspective that we've only got the 2 games as well during the festival, as opposed to the 3.
Okay. And what are your ambitions for the festival? What are your dreams? What are you hoping the boys achieve?
So look, I mean, obviously after today, it's been something that we've been working towards so hard, and it hasn't been a year process. It's been a 3-year process for us to get to this point. I don't think many people gave us their backing to actually have this win today. So I think at the end of the day, I mean, this is a big one for us. It's something that we're very proud of, especially to the boys to keep up with St Andrews as well. And then, I think moving forward, obviously to get 2 wins out of the festival. So if we can win our 2 games, so Clifton next, if we can win that game against Clifton and then move on to Jeppe the weekend after, which will be a tough one, but we're looking for a good run out there.
At the start, I don't know, personally I was a bit wary, St Andrews had a good back line, they broke the line once or twice, they scored an easy try at the start, but then we kept it in the forwards and we're hitting them hard and stuff, gained a bit of momentum, and then look at it, we're up by 14 points or something like that, and we just kept the pressure. So
you carried well.
Thank you.
A few carries. Is that the game plan? Initially, you said you want to carry well, you want to run through people.
Yeah, no, it's called around and just at the back of the scrum. The plan sort of just to put my head down and just go.
Okay. Introduce us to your family. Who's who?
Yeah, so this is my dad, Sean. That's my oldest brother, Luke.
Just mention I play provincial rugby also.
Okay.
So that's my oldest brother, Luke. That's his fiancée, Esther.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sean, you must be proud of Jonah.
Special day.
Yeah.
Happy day.
Okay. So what do you make of his performance and him playing for the first time?
I mean, St Stithians won, that's the main thing.
Yeah.
We contributed nicely. We had a nice game. We never got injured, which is important. It's a special day also on Easter weekend, a special time. It's lovely to watch.
So when we met him last year, he was injured.
Yes.
Not last year, early on when we started shooting.
It was his jaw.
It was his jaw. And we were crazy worried. So when we were preparing to shoot, we're like, we don't know if this kid is going to play. How was that for you as the dad? And how do you guys help him do that?
Just to continue encouraging him. At the end of the day, it's just a rugby game. To have fun.
Yeah.
And we continually pray throughout the game for his protection.
Yeah.
Because the boys play hard.
New brother, how do you feel?
About the game?
About the game and him just as a person, what kind of person is he?
No, I think it's been awesome to watch him play, especially today. I've watched them play against Benedict and today, and just the hard work that he's put in to get to this stage and the way he's playing now is awesome to see. And at the end of the day, as long as he enjoyed it and had fun, then he's done his job. Obviously the carries at the end, scoring under the poles from the scrum, it's really cool, and that's all the hard work that he puts in, I guess. So and his work rate and his dedication, the way he's really gone about this in his training, it's really cool to see.
Tell us about him as a little brother, right?
Yeah, he's my younger brother.
How is he? Does he know you? I'm sure he does.
He's awesome. One thing I can say, he's very determined. Yeah. But I've noticed with John, if he's got a goal, and if he's set something out, he will go and he will try to achieve it no matter what. He's a hard worker.
So he seems hard on himself. Is that from you? Because the last 2 weeks.
I think that's from himself. The last 2 weeks, I've just enjoyed it.
Yeah, he was angry. He wouldn't even talk to us.
Yeah. And I said to myself, if you come off the field angry or cross upset, have fun. And I think it showed today. He had fun.
Okay. Jonah, why are you so hard on yourself?
I don't know, I just thought it's my best.
Yeah.
I guess I don't mean to be hard on myself. It's just how it is. I think at the end of the day, it's schoolboy rugby. So as long as he's enjoying it and having fun, then that's when you're naturally going to just play well.
I can tell you this. There was a huge sigh of relief at the end of this game and at the end of the day. The boys and staff had achieved something that had not been done in a long time. They had written their own piece of unique history which will live on forever. Now, could they go on to become legends in 2 days by defeating Clifton College to have a clean sweep at the festival? Well, legends, at least in the eyes of us, old boys.